Hi there and welcome to Dice Tales. My name's Mark and this is another attempt at the same battle reports with more battle reports. I've added my hyperlapse down below. I don't know if it's going to be distracting, too many things going on the screen at once. Anyway, I'm in the experimental stage of how I'm going to do my battle reports in the future. But I'm going to just focus on and do my battle reports how I do my Vanguard battle reports, talk about the still photos on the right hand side there. So it is towards a Death Watch versus my Tyranids, and we're using commanders. This white Tyranid is my commander. I didn't think too much about my commanders. It was one of those sort of build the list when you got to the got there on the night. It was just a casual game where we're probably building up for an arena campaign sometime soon. So I'm just testing out tactics for my second time out with Tyranids, I think this is. So I've got a Tyranid Prime. Not the best use because I've only got one other shooter in the squad, which is the blue Tyranid. And he needs a gunner with the venom cannon. And I don't know, I'm a bit too weight on that weapon. I think it's got good armor piercing. It's got good range, but after all, I'm finding I'm rolling sixes to hit, which isn't very useful. And it's an assault weapon, so I can just keep moving up and then eventually get into combat. I think that's the way I'm going to need to take these Tyranids, just assault and get into combat. I've then got these. I've got a veteran Homogaunt, because I just wanted a sacrificial unit to charge at any sort of sniper unit. It would move up the board and then charge on the first turn, probably die, hopefully avoid the overwatch, engage the sniper or nasty weapon that I don't want to be shot by. And it didn't work in the last game. Let's see if it works in this game. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Gene Stealers. Eagle-eyed will notice I've got 3 Gene Stealer cultists there. I forgot my box of Gene Stealers on the day, so some Gene Stealer cultists are standing in until they die. That black screen should loop around. I don't know why. I haven't worked out how to put an end block on my videos yet, so it'll start looping around in a minute or two. And then I've got Homogaunts, which are the close combat grunts of the Tyranid world. And tactics wise, I went for scout ahead, so we moved up the board even faster. I think that was just most of my Homogaunts as a meat shield. And again, engagement combat, keeping pinned down while my better fighters get into position and then can maybe join the fight if he's still engaged without getting overwatched. That was the plan. Let's see his team. So I don't know much about his team. He's got commander, lots of death watch, lots of close combat death watch, which is not good for my Tyranids. Frag cannon. Do you know about death watch? Can you let me know in the comments below? Alright, this is the board from my side. You can see how different it looks. It's hard to take time-lapse photos to cover the entire board. You need a photo from both angles, really, because mine completely missed out what's behind these boxes and behind this tower here. And this is the view from his side. Let's just say there. So we deploy in a square from the middle, so sort of in between the pipes for him. And mine. This is my deployment. Turn it prime behind the boxes so you can climb up, crawl up behind this big vat and maybe get closer for the charging. He's just got a double pair of sides to give him an extra attack. My venom cannon can actually see down these passageways and try and shoot. And he's got a frag cannon up there. And lots of Gene Stealers are going down this side. Homegaunts and a couple of Gene Stealers are going down this side. This is his guy, so this is going to be the main channel. This is where everything happens. You can see this is a wounded Homogaunt already. That's a dead Homogaunt already. One out of the way so he can charge without being seen next turn, so he can't get overwatched. And this is all happening on turn 1. We're that close already. Hold on, I'm going to try and reset this. Hey, there we go. Got a reset button. Anyway, this is the view from his side. You can see my warrior and that must be a Termagant attempting. Oh, that's my veteran Termagant attempting to engage this frag cannon, so possibly cannot shoot. So my Tyranid can advance. What else is going on? Yeah, that's the same. Well, basically the same angle, different angle, same photo, different angle. I've successfully engaged his frag cannon. I don't know how many shots I dodged. I think it was like a 5 or so. So very lucky there. I'm sure I aligned all these the right way around. Something funny going on there. Shenanigans. So I'm in combat. I think there are lots of sticky out claws, so they are technically within 1 inch. They're on the other side of a base, so that's how we played it. You don't want them facing the wrong way around. Warrior and a fake Gene Stealer moving up. Tyranid Prime getting into range here. And lots of Gene Stealers ready to pile in as well. One of his heroes is jumping up on the roof. I think I talk about Arena being on 1 level. You rarely go above a level in kill team, to be honest. So at first I was disappointed because it doesn't look as good, but I'm sure we can find walls and things and make it more visually appealing and photogenic as well. But I'm less worried about it now than I was when it first was announced, this Arena. His frag cannon has finally taken out my veteran Tobin guns. I think I might as well make a veteran Gene Stealer next time. It'll be much more successful. Has armor piercing. I really struggled with armor piercing in this game. He was shrugging off. Had a lot of hits, but he was shrugging them off. So I really got to see what I can do. You can only equip 1 Gene Stealer with an acid maw. I think the Tyranids can go with rending claws as well. Rather than have the extra attack, it's probably just better getting an attack that can hit. And that's as much as I can say there. My Prime has now engaged his warrior, so my Prime had 5 attacks. But it's shrugging off, as I say. I can get through, but I can't kill him. I think we're just taking flesh wounds. It's one of those unlucky games where I get a lot of flesh wounds. He actually breaks me first. We break before the last turn. It doesn't affect me though because of the synapse effect, as far as I'm aware, and we're all pretty much engaged as well, so again, dually doesn't affect me. Really piling in, the Gene Stealers have now engaged here. Gene Stealers round the right side. We don't want to we charge the guy out of sight, so we didn't get shot by this guy here. And I think this one has no option because he can't fit through this gap without engaging him, so this Gene Stealer, Cultist, is going to charge that one and get shot down, I think, in the next shot or two. I like Gene Stealers climbing pipes. We need magnets so they can climb on walls and go sideways and upside down and all sorts. It'd be nice if I could have overlapped him and got flanking bonuses and such like that. View from above. So turn my Gene Stealer back into a Gene Stealer here. The Cultist has now become a proper Gene Stealer. And my Gunner has decided, give it up on the gun. I'm just going to get you in my claws. I've got 4 wounds, I can engage you. And I just flash wounded the frag cannon guy on top. But at least his frag cannon's out of play now. We're just busting each other with our weapons. And my weapons are better than yours. Teeth and claws. Same gun here. He's got a hammer there, yeah, so he's quite effective in close combat. They're all quite effective in close combat, it seems. Only 1 or 2 shooting on his squad. It's near the last turn. I can't remember if he took me out or not. He's definitely taken out the one that charged there. I think he actually took him out in close combat, not on the charge. On the next turn. And he's cleared out my Gene Stealers here, so that's his commander. I think he's even cleared out my commander's probably jumped down at this point and been cleared out as well. So that's the end of the game. That's the final shot. Great game. Very Daka, as I mentioned in the last video. Pure, I don't know, what is that, Space Hulk? I've played the Space Hulk, I've played Death Angel, the board game, card game. When you're really in close confines and they're just piling at you and you're just pure. I wish we had gun jams and things like that, to be honest. Give me a chance. So I've got to learn a bit of tactics. Don't don't think I used many of my tactics other than rerolls, to be honest. I used a leap, I used a roar, I think I used an acid spray, mostly ineffective. I got unlucky with my dice rolls when it counted. But anyway, it was very enjoyable. Both of us enjoyed it. It was a fast game as well. I went on to play X-Wing the remainder of that night. Not too sure where I'm going in the campaign. Do I want to go cultists? Do I want to go with the scoundrels? What do you call them? Rogue traders? I might go down that route just for something a bit different. You won't know because it was on my other channel, which is all my bits and bobs on learning. This is still learning as well. But I won. No, I didn't win. I came second in the last kill team campaign with the Imperial Guardsmen, Astra Militarum, Scions and Guardsmen. Generally went for sort of spammy lists with I tried to have more men and not break before I managed to get enough wounds and kills on my opponents, and generally taking melter guns to make sure I could get through the armour of any sort of marines that I encountered. And that's it. So uploading 2 videos today. The Hyperlapse one with me talking over it, but because it goes so fast I can't really talk about the tactics I used. And this one where I maybe do a little bit slower and talk about tactics. Though with Tyranids your tactic tends to be charge and hope for the best with the dice rolls. So anyway, kill team, I'm really enjoying it. I'm also enjoying Vanguard, so check out my other videos. They're a similar style to this one, though I do plan on doing the Hyperlapse because I think there's going to be less cluttered and you'll see more going on. And I've got some X-Wings to come as well, so they're my 3 main games. Star Wars Legion is a main game as well, but much fewer and far between those games. Just finding opponents. I'm hoping with Jin and Specialists and the tanks and speeders coming out that will get more plays soon. And I'll try and report on any tournaments I go to as well. I generally get 2 games in a week, and I'll try and post maybe 2 games a week, depending on how they go. And thank you very much for watching. So see this video up soon. Thank you very much. Good night.